Hello everyone, and welcome back to Navigating the Periphery. My name is Deborah, and this is my son Philip.
Hello!
How is everyone doing today? If you're into what we're doing on this channel, please stick around and hit that like and subscribe button. We want to try and get our message out there and try to reach and help as many people as we can. Navigating the Periphery, we're trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis, one show at a time. If you know anyone who could benefit from watching this channel, please help spread the word.
Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone. We're here. So, Mom, how are you doing today?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm good and ready to discuss today's topic. But first, a brief disclaimer here. We are not medical professionals.
No?
No, I wish.
No, we are not. Our channel is for information and education purposes only, and Philip is speaking to you guys out there from his personal life experience with OCD, GAD, and his schizoaffective disorder. So please refer to our full disclaimer at the end of this video and every episode that we put out. So Philip, you're up.
Thank you. Today, we are going to navigate the periphery of paradoxical side effects on medications. I chose this topic because if you guys remember, a while back, I switched my antidepressant medication from Abilify to the generic form of Lamictal or lamotrigine. I started at 25 milligrams and slowly, week by week, worked my way up to 150 milligrams. And it is working phenomenally for me. For the depressive episodes I suffer with from my schizoaffective disorder mixed type.
Yes. The lamotrigine has really been working well. Almost like Philip has come out of a fog. Seriously. And I believe it is definitely evident. If you look at some of our videos from the beginning to around the last 10 episodes or so we've done, you could see it. However, if you notice in more recent videos, Philip has started this compulsive throat clearing. Upon discussing this with his clinical psychologist and psychiatrist, they believe it may be what's known as a paradoxical side effect from the lamotrigine. A paradoxical side effect is when a substance, typically a medication, produces an outcome that is the opposite of what is normally expected, meaning it causes the opposite effect to its intended purpose. For example, when a pain reliever causes increased pain instead of relief, or if you take a sedative and it actually keeps you up and awake. Lamotrigine is a medication that treats epilepsy by preventing and controlling seizures. It is also approved for the treatment of bipolar disorder, also known as manic depression, and up until now has worked great for Philip.
Now that's what's happening to me. Isn't opposite per se. The lamotrigine is causing a neurological flare of my OCD. Research suggests that lamotrigine, while used as a mood stabilizer and anticonvulsant, can in some cases exacerbate or even induce obsessive-compulsive disorder symptoms, particularly in individuals with bipolar disorder. And you guessed it, hello, here I am. So this has brought on the compulsion of me constantly clearing my throat, which unfortunately for me is loud and annoying, just like my personality. It makes me feel extremely self-conscious, and it has made my depression a bit worse.
So in this case, we have tried to backtrack as to when this throat clearing started. And Philip's doctors and I have been able to narrow it down to when he went up from 125 milligrams. We believe at 100 milligrams, he wasn't experiencing this side effect. So now they are decreasing his dosage back down to 100 milligrams from 150 in hopes that the compulsive throat clearing stops. This has caused Philip a lot of anxiety and affected his ability to film more episodes for our channel. Another aspect related to the paradoxical effects is Hormesis, which is what Philip is experiencing. This refers to the phenomenon where a lower dose of a substance has beneficial effects, while a higher dose may lead to adverse reactions. And this really illustrates the evolving nature of medicine and underscores the importance of personalized treatment. That's why it's so important to have a care team to figure out issues like this. Fortunately, through older episodes and doctor visits, we were able to correlate when the hormesis started.
Yes, so I apologize for that. But it is very upsetting to me, and I've needed to prioritize my mental health and feelings about this happening. So I have taken a break. I want you guys to know out there, it's not always rosy and fun. Sorry. I recently posted on my Instagram about how important it is to deal with stuff and try to come out of the other side. But sometimes it's just really hard to do that. Lamotrigine has worked so well for me, and now for this setback to happen and have to go down in dosage has me worried my depression will come back, and my mania, even worse than before. As always, I'll keep you guys posted on the outcome.
Absolutely, we will. It's really important to note that pre-existing health issues can impact drug efficacy and side effects. In this case, Philip already being diagnosed with OCD is an issue, and the higher dose of lamotrigine exacerbated his OCD symptoms. Additionally, coexisting mental health disorders may alter the expected outcomes of psychoactive drugs. Therefore, it requires careful consideration and collaboration with your medical professionals to tailor a treatment plan effectively. Understanding the interplay between existing health conditions and medication responses is vital for minimizing risks and optimizing patient care. Researchers agree that no single cause explains paradoxical effects. As the scope of medicine continues to advance, it is so important to stay vigilant and informed, especially about your symptoms.
Always try to be aware of your symptoms. I know at times it can be hard.
It can.
And remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone. We are here.
We are. And here at Navigating the Periphery, we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis, one show at a time. So, until we see you again, we'll see how Philip does lowering his lamotrigine, and we'll keep you posted. We hope to see you again really soon. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. And bye for now.
Bye.